Welcome to Module 3, Task 9, where we're going to format query datasheet and update the font size. So on the Home tab, we're going to click the Dialog Launcher, and that's that little arrow that's in the text formatting group. If you do not see the size here, and again, my ribbon items may look different from yours just because of the settings on my computer. But here we want to ensure that we select 14. 14 is selected. The next item we want to do is resize the student ID column by double clicking in between those borders. And that's something that I've done before. So they're just double clicking between student ID. The most important thing is going to be, again, with anything, especially with databases, paying attention to detail, programming, development. So they are wanting us to do the clicking here. And do they ask us to do it on number of sessions? And they say also resize number of sessions. Okay. So at the end. So the columns went to auto fit. Next, we're going to format the alternate row color. So on the Home tab, it says click the Home tab, click alternate row color drop down arrow in the text formatting group. In task 10, we're going to format the alternate row color. So open the alternate row color on the Home tab, and there's a drop down arrow. It's in the text formatting group. So if you can see it, it looks like there's a bar. Mine is blue. But they say select it, and then select the orange color. Save the query to ensure the formatting is saved, and then we're going to close it. So I am going to, my screen is out a little bit. Close it. Want to save changes? Yes. That's kind of how I force my changes, or force myself to save. Task 11, we are going to create seniors or first quarter queries. So we're going to start a new query on the Create tab during the Query Design button. And we're going to add the tutor table, tutor ID, last name, year in school, and hire date. So this one is going to be senior or first. So to look here, I'll change it to the design view so that you can see what the final result should look like. So you have your tutor ID field, last name, year in school, and hire date have been added from the tutor table. We're going to set the year in school criteria. So we typed senior in the criteria and set hire date, and you typed the actual items that you see here. So when you see the less than, the pound symbols, that's the formatting for date. So that's the formatting that you will type for date. So just verify and make sure that's complete. So you're okay, then there's examples provided as what your design grid should look like, and the design grid does look like this. So it says make sure just to double check here to ensure that your items match this task. Even if you're using another database, the tasks are overall are the same function. All right, are we closing this? We're going to close this query. The next query that you're looking to ensure that you create is the total cost by type query. I'm going to go, that's the data sheet view. I'm going to go to the design view here. Get this table open. So we need to type this, so we're adding the contract table. So we added the session type and the cost field. So now we need to show our total rows. On our design tab here, we're going to click on our Sigma symbol and our show hide group to be able to show your total row. So again, to be able to show your totals row, I am selecting the Sigma and it'll turn it on and off. All right. Make sure you did your session type. They wanted you to make sure it was a group by. You are setting the total cost to sum. So confirm your group by. Under cost, select sum. Type total cost to change the column name. So in order to change the column name, we're typing total cost cost. In the design tab, run the query to verify your results. Here we have 3. And then close this query. And I'm not going to save it this time. On my side, you are still responsible for doing so. So we need to do the compact and repair always. And sometimes if your database kind of gets corrupt and starts doing kind of weird things while you're working, it's always a good idea to do it there as well. So you do the info, you'll select compact and repair. It'll look like it did something. Again, I showed you on your File Explorer where to go to look at the changes in sizes once it's compacted and repaired. There is I'm going to bring another document up as a summary document as far as being able to access your, if it lets me bring it. May not let me bring it. I may have to stop and start it over again because it's not letting me pull it into a session that's already recording. So let me do a pause and I'll be right back. As a note, I will be providing you with a quick reference document, but this document here is the document that I use to verify um, items or tasks has been touched on. Excuse me, sinuses. So here it's kind of like a checklist. I'm not sure if I provided this part of the checklist for you all, but I know I provided information about common errors and fixes as you're going through. So this is also some video help links. You can copy and paste the links if they're not current, then please feel free to go to ChatGPT or some other location to be able to find active live links on the topic. There are tons out there. So at the time that anybody publishes anything, the links are live. They're relevant, and probably by the time it's published, it's not. So um, tell me if you feel as though the checklist item will be something that's useful to you all as we progress through the class, or if it's just something else for you to do. Thanks, and we'll be moving on to the next module. Have a great day.